Mouse Scouts, Chapter 10. Found. "Miss Poppy!" Tiger Lily cried. "What happened?" The scouts crowded around. Miss Poppy was tangled up in vines and spider webs under the bush. Her arms and legs were scratched from branches. Her hat was askew and her glasses were missing. Without them, she did not look like Miss Poppy at all. She looked scared and embarrassed. "I woke up early and thought I would forage for our breakfast. I saw this blackberry bush, but I must have tripped on the spider web. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground. I tried to get up, but it got twisted in these vines. Has anyone seen my glasses? I can't see a thing." Violet quickly found the glasses hanging from a branch of a blackberry bush. She handed them to Miss Poppy, then looked carefully at the vines around Miss Poppy's feet. Violet wasn't sure, but could it be? "Miss Poppy," Violet said, "is that poison ivy?" "Eek!" Miss Poppy squeaked. She tried to pull herself loose, but was too tangled to break free. Tiger Lily took the twist ties from her pack and used it to pull the poison ivy away from Miss Poppy, being careful not to touch the vines herself. Violet cleared the strands of the spiderweb so no one else would get tripped up in them. Junebug gathered some jewelweed. "It's a natural remedy for the effects of poison ivy," she said. She handed the leaves and stems to Miss Poppy so she could rub them all over her arms and legs and tail. Finally, Miss Poppy was free from the poison ivy and the spiderweb. But when she tried to stand up, she nearly fell. "Oh dear," she cried. "I think I twisted my ankle when I tripped." Hyacinth took off her neckerchief and wrapped it around Miss Poppy's ankle. "That's better," Miss Poppy said, grinning, putting her weight on her foot. With a little rest, it will be as good as new." Then, using some twigs as crutches, Miss Poppy and the scouts made their way back to the campsite. Cricket and Petunia had gathered some blackberries and brought them back to the camp. As Miss Poppy and the scouts dug in, they all agreed that they had never tasted a better breakfast. "Well, scouts," Miss Poppy said, wiping blackberry juice from her whiskers, "you have more than earned your camp-out badges. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves and learned some valuable lessons." "I know I did," Tiger Lily said. "And what is that, Tiger Lily?" Miss Poppy asked. Tiger Lily looked at the other scouts, and they all said in unison, "Never go into the wilderness alone." Mouse Scout Handbook. Wilderness First Aid. Hopefully you will never face a medical emergency in the wilderness, but it is wise to be prepared. With a good first aid kit and knowledge of a few natural remedies, it is possible to effectively treat the emergency until the patient can get medical care. The following are some examples. Emergency bandage for sprains. Your neckerchief is not just a decorative accessory. It also works as a bandage for sprained ankles and wrists. You may also craft a sling from your neckerchief for an arm or shoulder injury. How to treat poison ivy. Jewelweed, a common plant, is the most natural remedy for the uncomfortable effects of poison ivy. Simply gather the plants and rub liquid from the stems and crushed leaves over the affected area. Make your own bug repellent. Mosquitoes and ticks are not only annoying, they can carry diseases. Take preventative measures by making a homemade repellent. Mix 2 parts water with 1 part white vinegar. Add crushed leaves or a few drops of essential oils from mint, rosemary, or eucalyptus. Apply with a cotton swab. You might smell like a pickle, but you will not be bothered by mosquitoes or ticks. Soothe insect bites. If you do get bitten or stung by an insect, make a tea of chamomile flowers and leaves. Apply to the affected area with a cotton swab.